Hi, I'm Weldon Wilson. I'm the graduate coordinator at the University of Central Oklahoma in the Engineering and Physics Master's Degree program. I have a Ph.D. in physics. I started out as a theoretical field theory. Worked in industry in a totally unrelated area, which was in simulation, building computer simulators for hydraulic fracturing, building computer simulators for coal bed methane production. For 10 years for Occidental Petroleum Corporation in their research division. I then went into academia, have been a professor ever since, and have continued various lines of research, not only in fundamental physics, but also in the more applied physics of crack propagation and simulation thereof. Well, we have an engineering physics, electrical engineering program. The main areas of emphasis of our program are digital signal processing, image processing, some device and electronics physics, and particularly the software simulation of devices. Well, the main difference is that engineering physics, electrical engineering is focused on the research and development side of projects in electrical engineering. We shy away from projects that are more traditional electrical engineering projects. For instance, we've had graduates from our program that designed satellite phones and been involved with rocket launches of telecommunications satellite for satellite phones, trying to improve the quality of the phones. We've had students who have worked for the Federal Aviation Administration here, designing better communication systems and more secure communication systems around airports and terminals. So those are the kinds of things. The big difference is our focus is on fundamental science and the research and development side, rather than the traditional wiring of electrical power plants. Well, the admission requirements are they need a degree in engineering, preferably electrical or electronic or engineering. They would need to take the GRE, a graduate record exam, and the competition is pretty stiff on it. We need about a 300 and above for the combined score. We'll need to drew a blank there. What was the other thing I was going to say? The GPA should be 3.0 or above out of a 4-point scale. Well, the program is designed primarily for people who are interested in research and development type jobs in mechanical engineering. And that differs somewhat from the usual mechanical engineering degree in that respect. The areas of emphasis here that we have, well, I'll give you some of the research areas. We have a professor who is looking at the mechanical strengths, properties of hip implants and the glues that attach them to the body. Certainly not a traditional mechanical engineering type program. We're looking, another professor is doing research in fluid flows through very small pores to try to get separation of the materials as a separation process. So again, related to mechanical engineering, but more on the research and development side of things. And those are the areas that we try to emphasize here. Well, we've had, most recently, we've had a student who is designing for Boeing Corporation a device to better detect cracks and fractures in wings. So again, they're trying to develop better technology to detect them early so that they prevent accidents. We've had students working for the federal government that build airplane simulators, both the hardware and the software that go with it, for training of pilots of all sorts. So again, we're not, the mechanical engineering that's involved with those things is different than sort of the traditional ones who are deciding how big of an air conditioner to put on a given building. So those are not the problems. We're looking at more cutting edge, leading, emerging technologies in the area.